The Lapras EX drop event is here, and here's everything you need to know about it to get this beautiful new card, as well as a really exciting card that is in the promo pack. Hi everybody, Jake, your resident content cowboy here. Let's do this thing. One interesting thing about this event is that you may receive a promo pack if you win some of these battles, and you're going to need these hourglasses here, this particular stamina, to replenish so that you can play more of it. So I'm going to give you the best decks that you can run against this, whether you're whaling the game like someone like myself, or you're completely free to play. Also, I'm going to talk a little bit about the cards that is in this pack, because there's one that is really cool. So the cards here, of course, Lapras EX is really the star of this event. The new EX Pokemon is going to have 140 HP. It is a basic Pokemon that requires 3 energy, 2 of them being water, to do 80 damage, and it will heal itself 20 damage. Gonna be interesting, of course. 3 energy is always tough to get. Misty changes that a lot, so we'll see if people start playing Lapras Misty in some of these decks. Next, we have a promo Clefairy. This is the same as the Clefairy that you can unlock just by pulling packs, but this one has different art. Pikachu, also the same as the Pikachu you can unlock just by pulling packs, but with different art. A new Butterfree art, but again, same as the Butterfree in the game. Now, this last one's different. This Mankey is actually really interesting. So it has Reckless Charge, which deals 30 damage and 10 damage to itself. That's pretty amazing because of the way it pairs with Primeape. You could evolve into Primeape with only 10 damage on you and then start doing 100 damage to your opponents. I really want to pick up this card, as well as, of course, Lapras. So you find it here in the solo area, the Lapras EX drop event, and it's going to be going on for 12 days. So you'll have time to get your Lapras. Don't worry, as long as you're logging in and playing, you will be able to unlock this. You can see you have guaranteed rewards when you beat it, your first time rewards. You get Shine Dust, Hourglass, and a shop ticket. You have the chance of getting a promo pack A series volume 1, as well as more Shine Dust and a shop ticket. A huge thing to note while we are climbing through all of these levels here: beginner, intermediate, advanced, and expert. The chances of getting a promo pack go up with each level that we increase. So at beginner, we have a 51% chance of getting it by winning. At our next level, intermediate, we have a 64% chance. Then we have an 80% chance at advanced. And finally, once we reach expert level difficulty, every time we finish a battle here against Lapras EX Starmie EX deck, we guarantee that we pull a promo pack. It's also really important to mention that your event stamina does not go down unless you win a battle. So if you run into it and you kind of play a horrible deck, it does not matter. You only lose stamina if you win, which makes creating a good deck that you could kind of auto battle through it actually a pretty decent strategy. You also have specific battle tasks just like the other solo missions. So in this first one, knock out your opponents with lightning type Pokemon. Simple. They have a water deck, and put 3 basic Pokemon into play. You can take a look at your opponent's deck right there, and as you scroll down, you can see every single part of it is weak to lightning except for Lickitung. So this is a pretty simple battle, and I don't think you're going to need too much of a strategic edge to do this. All you want to do is make sure that you knock out a Pokemon with the lightning type Pokemon, and you put 3 Pokemon into play. So if you just take a look at even the rental decks, there are some good recommendations here. Pikachu EX would do very well, as well as Lieutenant Surge. I think Lieutenant Surge is a really good one for some of the later aspects of this. And then we have Wigglytuff as well. Wigglytuff is a really solid EX deck here that they give you as a rental. The reason it's so solid is because you're not only dealing with a nice EX Pokemon, you also have multiple lightning types in your deck. You, of course, could build a super simple lightning deck to take it on. So for this first one, I'm just going to load up on a ton of basic lightning stuff that you might have. Couple of Voltorbs, Electrodes, couple of Electabuzzes right here, maybe a Zapdos. Depending on what you've got, you can load up on any of these cards right here. Of course, if you have the better lightning cards, you're good to go. And then just filling up the rest of my deck here with lots of trainer cards. And we'll go ahead and take this Lapras down. Okay, so let's quickly take down this basic battle. Of course, you could also put this on auto and it wouldn't be too tough, but they might not do your special missions, so just play it out. It's a simple one. Okay, so I've got my 3 basic Pokemon in play. All I need to do is start knocking out enemies with lightning Pokemon, and we will easily complete our missions here for the beginner event. All right, we completed our first battle right here, and we're going to get our rewards from the first round of Lapras event. We also did both of our battle tasks, giving us some extra hourglasses. We got XP, we got some first-time rewards, we got chance rewards, no promo pack, unfortunately. And now we're going to move on to the next level here, the Lapras and Starmie deck. If we take a look at our opponent's deck here for this next one, they have Goldeen, Seeking, Staryu, Starmies, Lapras, Dodrios, lots of Pokemon, once again, weak to lightning attacks. There are a few different ways you could go. I'm going to play the rental deck for Lieutenant Surge, but we could run the same deck we ran last time if we wanted to. We need to knock out our opponent's active Pokemon twice with a lightning type Pokemon. We need to put a stage 1 into play, which this Lieutenant Surge deck has a few of those, and win by turn 14. The nice thing with a lot of this, if you don't get it all in one go, you could always come back to it and play again, but we want to try to be as efficient as we can be with our event stamina here. So as we're going through this battle, I've placed a bunch of our lightning type Pokemon out there. I've also gotten stage 1s into play. Now all we have to do basically here is win. Shouldn't be too difficult. They're going to take down my Electrode at some point. We're going to come on in with other Pokemon and start sweeping them up. Making sure the whole time that you're getting your KOs with these lightning type Pokemon, but again, that'll be super easy for us because we are playing this Lieutenant Surge deck. You could really use any lightning deck for this and you would be totally fine. You'd be able to complete all of the missions. All right, and then after you've KO'd the last Pokemon on the other side, you're going to complete the intermediate tasks. Super basic right here. Again, get some lightning Pokemon in play, make sure you get a stage 1 out there, and then just start knocking out your opponents. This is really just set up to get you to build a lightning deck with a stage 1 in it. That's about it. Boom, all of your battle tasks complete. We got some XP, some first-time rewards, and some chance rewards. Once again, no pack. Now we're going to start moving into the tougher battles right here. So we're going up against Lapras EX, and it will not show me the deck until I have played against it. But we're going to take a look at the deck right here, thanks to PokemonZone.com. So as you can see, our deck here, we've got Lapras EX as well as Lapras, Staryu, Starmie, Goldeen, Seeking, Doduo, Dodrio, some Pokeballs, a Potion, and a couple Professor's Research here. So we know that we can run into this with another Lightning deck. If we look at our battle tasks back on our game here, we have to win 5 or more battles. Now this is for Wonder Hourglasses now. It is no longer for those event like hourglasses, which we wanted. We can win this battle with Pokemon of 1 diamond, 2 diamond, 3 diamond rarity. The entire Lieutenant Surge deck is topped out at 3 diamond, so that's a good way to do that. Win it by turn 14. If we're having trouble, we can always go to a Pikachu EX deck and then win this battle without your opponent getting any points. The more you play, the more you would be able to do that. There are just some times where they could easily get a couple cards, you don't draw well, and they win the battle by taking down one of your Pokemon. That could happen, of course. So the trick to this deck is using Volt Charge with Magneton, then powering up Raichu with Lieutenant Surge. I'll show you what that looks like here in 1 second. This is my first playthrough of it. I was going to try to do it without having a Pokemon go down. We'll see how it works out. But I do want to show you what Magneton, Raichu, Lieutenant Surge looks like here in just a sec. So what we can do with Lieutenant Surge here, I can retreat my Electrode for free, put in our Raichu, and then I can play Lieutenant Surge to take all of our benched lightning energy and throw it onto Raichu and start sweeping the enemy team with this strategy. There is a massive Thunderbolt for 160. Okay, and with maneuvering a couple Pokemon around, we were able to take them down without losing a Pokemon. We got some XP, some first-time rewards, and hey, our first chance at opening a promo pack series Volume A. Now we have unlocked the final battle, Lapras EX, Starmie EX deck. And this could be a lot trickier here. They're not going to show us the deck until we play against it. But once again, we're going to take a look at it right now. The deck is going to be Lapras EX, Staryu, Starmie EX, Psyduck, Golduck, and then some other trainer cards here. They have Sabrina, Misty. This is a much, much better deck than what we've been going against. The tasks here are beating this with Diamond 1, 2, or 3 rarity, which Lieutenant Surge gives us. Win this battle by turn 12. Could be pretty hard, especially if they flip well. Win this battle without your opponent getting any points. If they get Starmie EX out there, it'll be tough. And then win 10 or more battles, 20 or more battles. So the nice thing about this is we have our chance rewards here to get the pack, and the chance rewards actually increase with every Lapras battle. For this last one, we could play Lieutenant Surge again, which I'm going to do. I'm just going to change the deck up a little bit. So this will be a couple Pikachus, couple Raichus, Magnemites, Magnetons, a regular Zapdos, not EX, X-Speeds, Pokeballs, Professor's Research, Giovanni, Sabrina's, and Lieutenant Surge. So, a frustrating situation. We just got beat right there. We never drew a single card, and they hit us with Golduck. Turn 2. GG. Go next. This could happen. Alright, KO Lapras with a Magneton. Pretty simple. We didn't have to do too much here, and we are able to take it down. Again, a solid Lightning deck would be able to just win this thing. And this one, we obtain the promo pack, of course. Something to mention, when you go back and play these again, of course, you're able to see their decks right in here. And also, you can go for different tasks. So if you weren't able to complete it with your opponent, you know, not knocking out a Pokemon, you could bring a different deck in, like this Pikachu EX deck, and try to beat them with that. This is going to be me running into this deck with a Pikachu EX deck, an easy deck to take it down with, obviously. They're going to start with Psyduck, start drawing their cards. Got their Lapras on the bench. Our turn. We've got Pikachu. And we're just going to start swinging here very soon. Pokeball to grab us another Pokemon in case we need it. We find Zapdos. There are a few ways I could do this. I think I'm just going to power up Pika here. There's a possibility I get X-Speed. And once I get X-Speed, I can just start bringing in Pika for free. If not, I'll end up putting, you know, a little piece of energy onto Zapdos so I can retreat it. Golduck makes it in. Love Golduck. It'll do 70 damage to me next turn, which is not nothing. There's our X-Speed. Asked and answered. Power up Pikachu again. X-Speed. This deck is so unbelievably absurd, you guys. If you have a Pikachu EX deck, this is just the easiest event ever. Pikachu. One hit KO. Now the question is, what do they bring in? If they bring in Lapras, it's 2-turn. They're going to start powering up Golduck once again. Putting energy on Lapras. That's the smarter choice, I would say. We could even bring it in if we want. Why not? Bring the Lapras in, buddy. We'll fight it. Pikachu. Beautiful. Doing 110 damage. X-Speeding. They still can't retreat. They need to play 2. And they do. Hey, all right, all right. Fair play, buddy. Now we're going to just take out this Staryu. Depending on the other card we get. Another Pikachu EX. Yeah, we'll just take Staryu out here. I don't think I attached my energy last turn. I was just like going. Like, yeah, it's over. Staryu goes down. They have no path to victory at all here, which is often the case when you're playing against Pikachu EX, right? There's just not a lot your opponents can do all the time. Yeah, Lapras back in. They need a Misty Flip here. And even still, it wouldn't save them. They would just be able to heal a little bit. And there we go. That is the game. Pikachu EX easily able to clean up this entire event. If you don't care about the side missions, you could do Pikachu EX through the entire thing and just win easy. And because we completed this, we got a guaranteed promo pack to our gift area. Let's open some of these packs right now and see what we get. Opening our first promo pack here. Obviously, we're looking for Lapras. We're looking for that Mankey. Let's see what we get. Oh, is it a bent pack? I'm kidding. We get Butterfree. Very nice. New card to the collection. Opening our next one here. We get Lapras EX. Let's go. We can start building those Lapras decks. Nice. I'm excited. I'm excited to try it out. And finally, from our first 3 packs, we get Pikachu. Awesome. Now, once you get to the expert event and you have a good deck to go against it, I would recommend you run it until you get all of the promo cards you can, right? You're always going to get these promo cards. You're always going to get a shop ticket. Excuse me. You're always going to get these promo cards. You're always going to get the Shine Dust, and you're half the time going to get a shop ticket from the highest level event right here. So you can recover your event stamina with those event hourglasses we unlocked earlier. Play it again. You could run it in auto if you like, but at the same time, you also could just easily beat it by running it yourself. I say easily beat it, but at the same time, without a super good deck against it, you could run into some tricky stuff. The real thought here is bring some lightning cards in. They're going to sweep this deck pretty hard. It's the reason water can struggle sometimes, is because you see so much lightning. All right, we've completed Lapras for the second time on the highest difficulty, and as you can see, we now get the promo pack once again. It is guaranteed at that difficulty level. Opening one more promo pack here, this time from right to left. Who knows what we get? Hey, there's the Mankey! Life is good, everybody. So there you go, just about everything you need to succeed in the Lapras EX drop event. Again, you'll go through these beginning ones pretty early with mostly any lightning deck, and then as you go into advanced and expert, I would recommend decks like Lieutenant Surge. The Wigglytuff rental deck is pretty good. A ton of lightning cards in general will work well into these decks because they are all weak to lightning. And then, of course, if you have Pikachu EX, you'll sweep these pretty hard. So Pikachu EX, I'm not going to show the full battle of just because it's so simple. I'll show you a Lieutenant Surge deck going into this Lapras deck right here. Of course, you could get a horrible draw. Your opponent could Misty Flip super well, but you should do pretty well into this deck with a lot of different lightning setups here. Let's see. We've got our Magneton. I'm going to put that on the bench. I'm going to get our Voltorb out here. Another Voltorb on the bench. Magnemite. Hopefully we can power up for a Raichu. Our opponent's got the Psyduck, which is unfortunate. They'll be able to attack us on curve with Golduck, which is really nice for them. Get Pokeball here. I'd rather put Pikachu down on my bench so I could possibly evolve into Raichu here soon rather than Electabuzz. Next turn. They're looking. Who do they get? Another. They're trying to draw their Lapras, everybody. Unfortunately, if they do have Golduck, there's nothing we can do turn one, right? We're just kind of in trouble. But we got a good bench starting to get set up. We've got Magneton. We've got Raichu, which is really nice. I will attack with Voltorb just in case it doesn't go down. I'm going to Volt Charge? Okay. I'm going to Volt Charge my Magneton. I'll tackle here. If that evolves into Golduck, we are kind of unfortunately going down to it. It just does 70 damage on curve. There's Starmie EX. They're powering that up. The nice thing for us is our Raichu deals with Starmie in one turn. We once again can't use supporter cards, which would be annoying if we were trying to play one right now. Volt Charge for our Magneton again. I'm going to put another energy, I'm going to put my first energy down, excuse me, onto Raichu right here. And I'm going to attack with my Voltorb. Not really much else I can do here. If that Starmie comes in and knocks out a couple Pokemon, no big deal. We put Raichu in and KO it in one attack with Thunderbolt. Raichu's damage is really solid, 140. If we have Lieutenant Surge, it's even better for us. But we could do it without Lieutenant Surge. There's one. I will put in the Voltorb here. Other Pikachu for the bench. Doesn't make too big of a difference to us. We can Volt Charge again for this Magneton. We can also put another energy onto Raichu and then end our turn. If they force a Pokemon in, we could switch in anything really. They also could swap into Golduck if they wanted to, but they decide not to. They're going to take their second point. We are going to move our Raichu in, and we're going to finish the game. Pretty simple. They even got a decent start, but it's hard to do much into a good deck that like you're weak against, even if we don't get our cards. Big time Thunderbolt. Starmie goes down in one. And there you go. That's beating the Lapras event with the rental Lieutenant Surge deck. You could do this with a ton of different lightning decks. I hope this was helpful. Let me know in the comments if you've built a Lapras deck or if you've gotten anything from the promo packs that you're excited about. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for listening. I love you. I'll see you next time. We did it.